All of y'all are officially on notice with the audience. The jig is up.
Hey, this is Sensibility Speaks. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All right, y'all, it is about that time. Let's sip some sensibility, shall we? So Carlos King puts the girls on notice, but it's the audacity for me. How you gonna be sweeping around other people's front yard when your own backyard ain't clean, okay? So the purpose of this video is to talk about how the chickens are coming home to roost. Let's look at how things come full circle, and we're going to kind of analyze how he's coming for others, but how it's all coming back for him. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's break it on down like a fraction, honey.
Because at this point, Robin is the most talked about housewife right now. Child, Fire Robin was trending on the Twitter for the whole weekend.
Now, isn't it ironic that Carlos is talking about Robin Dixon needs to be fired, which I don't have a dog in that fight because she did withhold information about Juan's affair. But the irony is now there's a full-blown petition trying to get rid of you, Carlos, as a producer. Isn't that something?
Robin has a very great setup to really be one of the main storylines next season if she chooses to give that. But the problem is, I don't want that if Juan is going to be silent. You're married. I want to see the full life in the relationship. So Robin's fate on the show, to me, is predicated on whether or not she is comfortable giving that, and if Juan is comfortable giving that. What's been happening on the Real Housewives of Potomac, all of y'all are officially on notice with the audience. The jig is up. The jig is up. You all are on notice to give us something real. And if we're not going to get that, you guys are going to suffer.
So you say that Robin needs to be fired because she's not giving something real. Hell, let's talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Hell, y'all been trying to hide Martell Holt's abusive behavior since the beginning of the show. But we are critical thinkers. Shout out to Melody. We know, we see, we follow what's going on behind the scenes, social media and the like. Hell, and Martell exhibits and displays for the world to see his abusive behavior with his Ike Turner acting ass. And y'all trying to paint a picture like he's such a good dad, like he's such a good person. Miss me with the bullshit, okay? The Scotts 1.0 have been skedaddling and dancing and skating around their marital issues since the inception of the show, as opposed to talking about all of the alleged dalliances that Marceau has or had or may still be having. Their nose was so far up the former Holt's arse, as opposed to talking about their business ventures. Okay, so now they have the Black Expo or whatever it is that they're trying to do, or they show black here and there, but they got whole lawsuits against them, allegedly. Well, hell, it ain't alleged because if you Google it, you can find it. Yeah, so I definitely find it ironic that they're not showing any of the alleged lawsuits that the Scotts have against them. Hell, they're in a whole legal battle with Zen Garden. First, Zen Gardens LLC et al. Filed a lawsuit against Scopes because they accused them of providing subpar materials and allegedly, and not being able to properly manage the project. So I guess they didn't have general contractors or project managers to properly manage the building or the refurbishing, whatever the hell they were doing to Zen Gardens apartment complex. And then Scopes turned around and did a countersuit against them for breach of contract. So no, they're not gonna pay you if they don't think that you're meeting deadlines and such, or providing substandard materials. No, they're not gonna pay you. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing, a whole nother conversation. Yeah, so we would love to see all of that on the show. where Scope agreed to perform certain construction services and furnish certain materials and do it in a timely manner, performing the construction and such. Okay. So anyway, I just find it ironic and I find it funny that Carlos is so heavily invested in what's going on with Bravo and their franchises of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Potomac, and even some of the other housewife franchises, with all of the interviewing of all of their housewives. I don't know if he has a vendetta against Bravo or just what. Is he trying to slip back in? Because I'll take Real Housewives of Potomac, for instance, and I know I did that on a video months ago. So I think Eric, I can't remember what his last name is. I think he's the showrunner, the executive producer of Real Housewives of Potomac. And so for you to so heavily criticize him, and he was supposed to have been your mentee, hell, with a friend like you, who needs an enemy? Do you want to go back and start producing Carlos over at Housewives? Are you trying to sabotage them? I don't know. But anyway, I digress.
I promise you that. And I'm not saying that to wish bad upon the show. Like I said, I love the show. I know too many people involved in the show. But again, I'm being honest. The show is in very, very, very big trouble. It really is. And that's just the fact.
As they say, be careful. The grave that you dig for somebody else, you too may fall in it. Now, as much as I love and Marriage Huntsville, people are pulling up the ratings and things like that. Melody has done a tremendous and a marvelous job going around doing press tours and such, promoting the show, single-handedly carrying the show on her back, right? So even with that, glitches have been going on. The ratings supposedly aren't as high, but hopefully that will improve because I want to see the sister win. But see, Carlos, with you trying to throw darts at all the other franchises, your damn franchise is being impacted negatively, okay? It's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Don't be trying to bury somebody else and then you too are going to fall into the damn grave. Ciao.
So I would love for Robin to come back next season if I'm going to receive that. And if I'm not, then Robin and Juan, enjoy your fruitful marriage with those beautiful boys you have. And just ride off to the sunset. Because again, not everybody is meant to be on reality TV.
Amen. And isn't that the truth? Now, you did tell the truth on that, Mr. King, because you did get rid of Destiny because, honey, she was keeping all her tea real tight-lipped. She was keeping everything close to the chest and the vest, honey. Y'all drop down in the comments and y'all tell me what y'all think. Oh, and another person who ain't too cut out for reality TV is Miss Stormy because she is hella emotional. But that's another conversation in another video. All right, this is Sensibility Speaks. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And more importantly, hit the notification bell so you can be abreast of future content. All right, bye-bye.